at this point, Denial West, they had 2 games very, very close. I think the wind's kind of out of their sails. They're going to need big plays to kind of get into this one. But Freight Blitz is one of the game types that, Optic Gaming is kind of comfortable with. Yeah, they may be a little bit stuttery with it at times, but on the whole, they do very well on it.
Nade looking for early middle control. Meanwhile, you're going to see Scumpy also on this second train. 2 players very pushed up at the start. Nade shot is going to answer back on Scump's killer, but he falls as well. Clayster down, and that is going to be 3 straight kills from Perplexed. A big defensive kill there from Embos will keep this a 0-0 game. Remember, this is Blitz. The goal, get to your opponent's base, go through that goal to score, and you'll teleport right back. You can see the gun shadow, and Nade shot is eyeing it down.
He's like, man, I see your shadow. You're not sneaky.
Player is inside their base, though, I believe, and we'll see, can they stop it again? That's going to be big players down. Perplexed will go through for the first score.
And, really what I'm very shocked that we see here, Optic's got the right idea of pushing into white, but they really need to get into the front of Denial West base, or else they're kind of just doing themselves a disservice. And now we're seeing here is bottom white is now in control of Denial West. This is looking very good for them as Strife is finally going to be taken out. No matter what side you're on, you always want to have control of white.
And there you're going to see Perplexed with a big kill on the back, trying to go in for his second cap. It is a 2-0 lead. They have Optic, or at least had Optic trapped in their base, but after that 3 down, Optic should be charging forward. Strife knowing an opponent's on the other side of the wall. Meanwhile, they got to stay aware of the players in the back, and Enable and Strife doing fantastic job on the defensive end to stop that Optic push, keeping the lead, and now pushing forward once again.
Enable trying to get some gain here, but that's where you see a little bit of the Halo tendencies kind of come back to haunt him. He's got a sub and he's trying to shoot a guy at crates. You're never going to get that kill.
Yeah, the guns are a little different. Let's go back over to Optic Gaming. Nade shot on your screen, got the big kill. He's going to go in for this score. Now 2-1, and they have a rally set in place. It looks like this one's Scumpy, but he's got 3 players on the respawn all around him. While Scumpy was distracting, Embos was scoring 2-2 after that.
Embos now, he's got the right idea here. He's pushing right through bottom white. He has a guy in front of him. He's just going to stay alive here. Numbers are very, very important, especially on Blitz. That should go without saying. Any respawn, you always want numbers.
You can see Scumpy thinking about pushing red. Now he's going to travel back to the center of the map to help out Embos drop. But Scumpy retaliates. Now going to find one more challenger, looking away as he opens the middle door. And he is going to somehow strafe behind the blue and take out Enable. Nice plays in the patient attacks, we should say, as well, as they're waiting for at least 2 down, 3 down. That is 3 down for Optic. Bloods could go in. It looks like he's going to let Perplexed do that. Perplexed is caught, though, and now it's Bloods' turn.
Bloods has another guy in there, and he's not going to be able to do that. That was a good job by Optic to stop that push.
There is a player setting up on white, and Enable needs this defensive kill. Nice stop there on Nadeshot, who tried to sneak on the far top side of the map. Now Enable will control this area. His teammates have locked down white, and Enable could go for a cap of his own from the top if he wants here.
Love this route, Puckett. He does have a shot in here. All the members of Optic are there, and he's able to sneak in.
Nice job here by Denial West. They are not going down without a fight. Have to give them so much credit for the way they're playing, and Embos will sneak through. We also have 2 more players from Optic inside the enemy territory. You are watching Clayster and his teammate Scumpy just waiting for that timer to count down. Scumpy goes through. Now it's Clay's turn.
Yeah, and Enable's on a terror right now. He's pushing on the base. That's 3 kills for him. He's opened up the front door, and we're going to see a cap versus cap. But the scary thing about it is that Enable's got the spawn trap right here, and he's on a terror, man.
Strife just went through as well. Enable still getting these kills over on the crate side, getting challenged, looking for that challenger. He's right behind him. Will Enable turn? Yes, doesn't get the kill. But the control back in Denial West's favor in the final 30 seconds. It is 6-6. Perplexed, sneaking behind enemy line, spots him, doesn't shoot. Great play to get number 7.
Yeah, now Perplexed just coming off the respawn here. He has one guy pushing into the front of the base. That should be an Optic cap here in a matter of seconds. And yep, and it's going to be tied 7-7 with 10 seconds left. We are going to go tied into side number 2, Pucky.
What a job on defense by Embos. And this could be one last play. Who is it pushing up? It's Nadeshot working with Embos. Embos started slow, finishes 15-11 with 2 caps, including a defensive play that allowed the score to stay tied at half.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, I gave Embos a lot of, beef online just because, I saw how he did at Philly, and at Philly he was crushing. He was probably the top 7 player there at Philadelphia, and, it's just weird to see a player go from that kind of performance to LAN, or to online where he's just not the same.
Online's tough, man. On LAN, he is shining. 15-11 2 caps, the best on Optic. On the other side, as you mentioned, Enable really was getting things heated up. He is at 14-11 to end round number 1. And the second side, though, first blood is coming from Denial West. Is Perplexed once again, sneaks through Optic, trying to answer back. Embo's inside enemy territory, gets the knife up top, knows he's going to be challenged. Unfortunately, will not be able to score yet.
This is going to be interesting to see. The one thing that Optic Gaming really likes to do here is they like to stack 3 guys, sometimes 2 guys right into red, and they push out and they push through crates. Now, assuming Denial West did the research on this, we should see Denial West really make them pay for that mistake.
Long-range challenges by Embos in that same position we saw Enable playing earlier, but here comes the 4-man Optic push. Embos is going to take the white building. His teammate will go right underneath him for the cap. And there you see the cleanup kills from Clayster. Here comes Embos, and that should be a cap. No! And the enemy went through at the same time. Clayster trying to tie it up as he did go through.
Is Nadeshot able to sneak in this?
Yeah, he's got
He's
this.
still in the back.
No one's looking for him. They just peeked, didn't see him. He's got 1 player. No
don't you do
shooting
it.
needed. He's going to go for it anyway. And Nade will make it 9-9. Both teams continuing to push each other's base.
Really here, if you are a Denial West fan, you're looking to see them start causing a little bit of havoc here at the Optic base. They have to keep opening the doors. They have to just keep pushing. It doesn't matter if you send the guy around far red and through the back lumber, you're still causing a distraction. You don't want him to get into white like how they're set up now. Optic Gaming is on a terror here as now they have bottom control.
Strife, huge 2-piece. Enable coming off respawn. Can he stop it? Gets one. Another there.
Oh.
A big defensive stand from Strife, and Enable picking up all 4 Optic members there.
That was filthy.
That was a game changer. If they would have gone through, they had the rally most likely set up, and Optic could have retaken the lead. Instead, it is 10-9 in favor of Denial West. Strife sneaking up on this right side. You're also going to see Perplex. He was trying to push middle. Strife all alone here, just trying to buy time for his teammates coming off respawn.
Enable looks good. He is playing very, very well here. We are tied at 10 apiece. Enable now pushing all the way through around the base. And, this is looking good. He's going to spot one guy, cleans him up, has another one. He's going to be taken out. I wouldn't have shot that.
Didn't need to shoot. Didn't need to shoot. That cost him a cap. And now you're going to see it 10-10 while we were watching Denial West. I believe it was Nadeshot or Embos who snuck in for that 10th capture. Down low, Perplexed, sneaking behind enemy lines. No one has checked this. He has got a clear route to the capture, and this has been all of his caps so far. He's got 5 of them in this game.
Every single cap that has came out of Perplex has just been a sneaky cap. Not every day you see that.
He knows how to play this game mode. You don't always have to shoot. You just have to outthink your opponent and know the positioning of all 8 players on the map at all times.
Enable finally going to be taken out here. Bloods now has 1 guy, and he's going to be taken out. 2 guys pushing. This is looking good for Optic. They have 4 guys at their base.
Optic about to challenge inside. It's Nadeshot sliding through. Clayster still in position to do some damage as well. Optic still behind by 1 capture, but could easily get 2 here if Scump and Clayster can force this through.
Scump has 1 guy, and he can't finish it off. Another guy comes, and Scump makes him pay for even challenging him.
Clayster doing the work. Scumpy lit up there with the yellow arrow, about to come. Also, Embos right in the action. And here goes Scumpy. Scumpy goes through, but so does Denial West. Still a 1-point advantage for Denial.
Yeah, Clayster has 1 guy here, and he's still at their base. Him and Nadeshot. So Nadeshot's actually in the possibility to actually get a sneaky cap. Yeah.
Embos cleaning up in the middle. Nadeshot goes through, but Denial West again.
Oh, no.
And that's a big kill. Guess who? Perplexed. On this far bottom side, he's going in again.
Look at
and
this.
There are Optic members.
Enable's there as well, so this is a cap battle here, Puckett. No team
goodness.
is even caring about control of their base. Instead, they just want to go cap for cap for cap.
Here comes Optic again. Embo's in the top of the base. He's trying to distract Clayster and Fred's moving down low. Nadeshot will get called out and eliminated. Scump catching players down low. You can see through the Oracle, surrounded by defensemen.
You got to go to Enable. He is absolutely crushing. Enable's already pushing through the middle of the map, has 1 guy. Embos finally takes him out, but he got a nice 2-piece, which is defensive. And, we got 25 seconds here. Optic really needs to get on their horse, and it's all tied up, Puck. It might be in overtime.
Optic just went through. There's another player inside their base. Good defense will clean them up. More shots going down. 1-on-1 at the base. Strife cleans it up. 10 seconds left. They need to play base D and hope for overtime. No one in position to cap here. Optic all swarming in.
And it looks like we're going OT, Chris.
Why not, Scott? Overtime
Why not?
coming up in the second part of this game. This matchup so close. It's not going to show it in the match score, but 1 round in SND, 6 points in domination, and tied at the first finish in Blitz. We're going to overtime after this commercial break. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Optic Gaming, Denial West. Game 3 continues after this.